and we are gonna get things underway here on Chalet. So, Toronto, complete new look. I
Brand
don't see a
spanking new.
single player on that roster from last season.
Brand new.
Brand new.
Um, I mean, I could speak, I guess, a little bit on it. I might as well.
Sure, as you
Technically, it's
are,
my.
you are
I'm
the
technically my
GM
org.
of
It's
the.
my org. So
Yes.
I will say after some discussion with the other owner of the org, Toronto decided that it was time to field a somewhat competitive roster due to some of the commitment issues that we had. And love the guys, but I mean, we would have got 7-0 every game. But listen, there's always a chance. Maybe they make a comeback. Who knows? But
Who?
we don't. These two teams are brand new. We don't know nothing about them, so we can't even speak on them at all.
Yeah, I saw Paradox Marks, former All-Star and player for the Paradox. He mentioned he's gutted he's not playing tonight, but he will be back. He will be back, he says,
Yeah, he said he will be back.
which is, I think, good news for all of us. But getting back to the game at hand here, what are we looking at? What are we looking at ban-wise so far? It's looking like we're seeing some unorthodox. I
The,
mean, not unorthodox. This
the
looks like your
standard
average
attack.
ranked lobby, but they've
The
taken
standard
a
attack.
zombie out.
Yeah. Yeah, I think standard attack for any map, and then the Azami play on Chalet. I mean, there's tons of little angles that you can hold with those Kibas. So I like that was what whose ban was that? That was
It was an
Ottawa's ban.
orange team ban.
Ottawa's ban.
We can check
So
right here. Yes, that was Ottawa's ban. So that's a pretty decent, well, not a funny pick, but how should I say
I,
this? We haven't seen it yet, but it is
we haven't seen it
popular
yet.
at the
Yeah.
highest competitive level.
Well, we strive for a very competitive nature here, so that's good.
Of course, of course.
So yeah, other than that, I mean, I guess we could just say hope everybody enjoyed Playday 1. Of uh, the views were really good. So
Yeah,
thank you guys so much.
amazing
Uh, we
numbers.
We have another game today, so after this one, don't go anywhere. We have Montreal and LA. That'll
That's
be
right.
myself and a newcaster. He'll be on the analyst. I'll be on play-by-play. His name is Rangar,
Ragnar,
and
like Ragnarok,
Ragnar.
but no
Oh,
OK.
Ragnar.
Yeah.
Okay, Ragnar and myself will be on the second game. And there, if you guys have been around since the beginning, you will see some familiar names in that game as well.
That's
So
right. The Los Angeles Ascension this season are basically an amalgamation of some of the like strongest players from our first two seasons just all put together in an attempt to make like I don't know what would have been a super team last season is now
yeah,
what many are calling middle of the pack this season. So we'll have to see how that turns out. And even Montreal is built from some of the remains of the second place Seattle Nova from the 2021 season, headed by R4C Gunny. Some
yeah.
people may remember him. OG Toronto on top. These frauds know nothing, says Koyura.
He was very disappointed today.
What? Oh, he wasn't able to watch the first game.
No. He was disappointed that OG Toronto is no longer
Yes. Marks was MVP for the first. I
MVP
have a
for the
feeling
first two.
Marks will be MVP in a different game going into the future of this league. That's all I'll say on it for now. In comes some early EMPs from the Ottawa Raze side. They're looking to get into that site immediately. It's looking like a pretty basic garage attack, nothing out of the ordinary. First Osa shield gone, but oh, he has a second one, don't even worry about that. Out comes a run out by the Solus, and if she isn't able to get back inside, it will spell disaster for the Toronto Paradox defense, but she does manage to do so. Toaster's going to come around for a wide angle peek. He's going to go aggro. Somehow Ottawa's in sight, but it's not going to go well for them as they're all going to get shut down rather quickly. They're down to a 3v5 disadvantage, and TM Munch takes out Gallium. The Ottawa Raze attack is being picked apart bit by bit. Toronto looking dominant in the opening stages of this round. Only one that's heavy damage is AO on the Jaeger. Toasters is down outside of the garage. It's all down to Stampy on the Thermite. See if he can pull something out of his magic bag of tricks, because a trick is what they're going to need to close out this round in their favor.
Uh, what a barn burner start there. It was just run in and gun, and we are stalled out now into a standard siege game where everybody's just gonna hold an angle for 5 minutes.
I don't think we're going to be holding for too long as
Oh no!
Stampy whiffs a couple shots, but he hits them where it counts. Hits them where it hurts, as someone on TikTok and YouTube has been saying recently. Stampy takes out Haxi. There goes the Solus. He's going to peek around. Oh, he takes out Munch. Munch is the next to fall. It's a 2v1, not unwinnable. Not favorable, not unwinnable. AO is one shot. That 5.56 XI hits hard, folks. About 46 damage per round at optimal range. So AO will go down immediately. And Arabs. What a name, eh? What a name.
I only pick up the best. What can I say?
They're just gonna hold pat for the time being. Stampy has diffuser. It hasn't gone cold, and he has a smoke grenade to cover off his entrance. He's gonna push in. He's gonna get spotted by that main garage cam. While people playing cams, I'm not used to that in my siege games. He's coming down main stairs. They know exactly where he is. He's going to quick peek around the stairwell, but they're going to be watching him from two angles. He lights up Mozzie like a Christmas tree. Mozzie's prone on the floor. He's going to rush the Jaeger. He needs to kill the Mozzie. Can he clutch it out? He knows he's in blue, but no. He's going to have to get diffuser down. The Mozzie, no. He should have pursued because Arabs is going to be coming around now. He is going to spot him. They knew exactly where it was. Far too close for comfort for the Toronto Paradox right there. But they pull out round one.
That I will say, not to throw hate at the guy at the new Toronto guys, but that looked like an old Toronto. Get up 4-2-5-2 on man count, just start throwing bodies at it. But they won the round, so. But it's a good opener for day two.
That is a good opener for day two. It was looking pretty dominant in the opening stages, and then Stampy decided to go a little bit bonkers. Hopefully he can continue that streak for the rest of this game because Ottawa obviously wants to win the Battle of Ontario, but Toronto wants to win it as well. Toronto obviously much bigger, much more famous, many more things to do, much more beautiful, much more diverse.
All right, keep plugging. Okay, keep plugging Toronto.
Much more diverse, much better subway. Much better weather.
No.
I heard the O train in Ottawa is terrible.
Oh, okay.
I heard that thing's like a mess. I don't know. I've never been to Ottawa. Because, like, why? I'm sure it's nice. I mean, like, cool, our government's there, but, you know, Toronto's where it's at. Okay, we're gonna go for a top floor hold. Skittles, you are no stranger to defending this site. Well, what do we see in Toronto do? What are your players doing right here?
So, I love you say my players, even though I'm the caster of this, but
it's your org.
The setup is the setup is standard for now. Like personally, it looks almost identical to what you see almost every team do. They rotate into washroom, they rotate into closet, and they rotate in between sites. Close off everything else, and if you can hold solar, which is where majority of the pushes seem to come from in higher ranks, with the backside take, then that's your main objective. And I think it's no others. I see Nook roaming around there at the trophy side.
Yeah, absolutely. Nook has been invaluable to a lot of teams, especially ever since the FMG9 has always been relentlessly buffed. Nook has just been such a thorn in the side of so many defending teams, especially any team that relies heavily on intel. And with a Mozzie and a Valkyrie on the board, Nook is going to be invaluable.
This Toronto here spreading out their players amongst the entire map. I mean, they got 3 guys on site. They got the 1 guy downstairs, and then they got, I think, the one in middle floor. Yeah, that is middle floor.
Oh, yeah, they are going to they have presence on every single floor here. They're going to make sure no inch of ground is given up without a fight. First frag comes out to Spawn peek, or Spawn will take out AO. AO goes down. The 2 counter intel operators, Alibi and Nook, will engage, and Nook will come out victorious. Haxi takes some heavy damage. Not sure what may have gotten him. I believe it might have been a frag grenade. Yes, it was a frag grenade from Wolf, who will deal heavy damage to Haxi. It's a 5v4 advantage. Haxi, heavy on the Heavy on the emptiness of their health bar. Spawn next to go down. Munch will refrag. We're equal on 4-4. Obviously, Toronto's defense very spread out. They are going to have to collapse effectively if they want to pull out a round here.
Ottawa's got the flank covered though for that Oryx who's roaming around, so they got to pick him up. But they got the wall open now. Case is in Stampy's hand again, and Haxie collects that was Wolf.
That was Wolf
on the window, so takes his minuscule health, turns it into a frag.
That's right, folks. This isn't a game. Oh no, Gallium, what are you doing? Walking. Never, ever stand up with an Osa shield, because you never know when someone's gonna turn around and like rip up your feet. It's down to a 4v3. Ottawa's advantage has dissipated rapidly. There's 30 seconds on the clock. Diffuser is not cold, but in comes some smoke grenades. Haxie is the next to fall as Stampy collects his 5th kill. Oh, Arabs, he knows. Throw the nitro. Throw the nitro, Arabs. Detonate the nitro, Arabs. He's planting. Oh, he gets it off just in time.
Got it.
15 seconds left, 10 essentially in essence as Gallium comes around, he pre-fires, he takes out LG. Is anyone left on the top floor? It's Munch. Munch collects Gallium. Stampy was down from the nitro, and there we go. Toronto pulls out a second one by the skin of their teeth. 1 second longer, and that was an Ottawa Raze round. Or at least, much more likely to be.
They, again, I think the spread out play on, it was the Tampa Bay Tidal Wave and the Calgary Dub Snoozers that played Chalet, right?
Yes.
On Thursday. So the one thing that Toronto's doing that I think that Calgary did effectively was they spread out their guys, and it seems to work. I mean, I think we were talking about in the stream how it's more attacker sided this map, but then you said it's on paper the most equal.
Yes.
Like
I mean that's for the pros.
Yeah.
You know.
But I think the spreading out seems to work. I mean, it's only 2 rounds into this one, but spreading the bodies out on this map seems to be working for Toronto, and it seemed to work well for Calgary. So we'll see what Ottawa does on defense. But 2 in, and I would say it's been a pretty good game, back and forth, trading punch for punch right now between these two sides. Definitely better than the Ottawa Plasma Toronto Paradox from last year.
I mean, most definitely, especially this season, there was a lot of talks of how competitive the first iterations of the Toronto and Ottawa rosters were. We were afraid there was a large talent gap between rosters, but evidently they've both come to play. Neither team is looking as, bad as the Doomsayers said, and that bodes well for competitiveness in the league. Speaking of the league and speaking of staying competitive, let's take a moment to talk about our flavor of the day, Pink Lemonade Rogue Energy, available for shipping in the United States and Canada. Use code HYPERSERIES in all caps, no spaces, for 10% off your next order. Pink Lemonade Rogue Energy, flavor of the day.
Sugar-free.
Sugar-free, that's right.
Don't forget it. And we are now on to the third, I guess, tertiary site, but I mean, I personally like this site a lot. I think it's very successful site for a lot of teams. So it's
successful if you've got a strat. If you don't know how to defend this site, well, good luck.
This mirror strat, I mean, I've seen a ton of teams do it,
Mm-hmm.
and it works to great success.
The only thing I would add is a smoke. But other than that,
some denial, yeah. Even an echo would do the trick here too.
Yep.
Some denial. But other than that, again, Toronto spreads the bodies. I think they put a mirror up on mezzanine as well. Watching live.
They did. They have a wow. That is a dedication of positioning right there. There's a lot of utility spread out there and being used there.
Hixie's head got taken for a ride there by the Amaru.
Spawn has gotten the opening frag with the Amaru. Toasters will take out Ayo. Finally, Ottawa's built up a bit of a gap. They're going to look to go 2-1 here in the first half of the first half. He's going to attempt to reposition, but that Mira window Very, very oppressive, I must say. It cuts off the only way to get to the other half of the map on the second floor, but Spawn Peak doesn't need the second floor because he's going in from the first. He takes out LG. It's down to a 5v2. He peeks right down into the mirror window corridor, the connecting corridor. Who's going to blink first? Arabs and Spawn. He misses the head of Arabs. Out comes the nitrous. Can he detonate it in time? He can! Arabs catches Spawn Peak on the bar. It's a 4v2. Not optimal. Not what you want, but Toronto's still in it.
Thunderbird upstairs. I mean, the Thunderbird in general here might have a big role to play. Oh, there's the drop. All right, I was just gonna say, how long can she stay upstairs? But minute to go.
Minute to go. Arabs does find Wolf, but Wolf is simply just better peeking down that angle. Munch takes damage. Thunderbird Conversation is there to heal him. He inherits the mirror window left behind by his fallen comrade. He's going to get peeked from numerous angles, though. There's no one to help him. Toaster secures the final frag of the round. Ottawa takes their first. We're at 2-1, folks.
This very nice, I will say.
Yeah, I mean,
from Ottawa, they're pretty pristine attack. Not too many mistakes.
yeah, it's I mean, a couple mistakes from both sides in all rounds so far. It's been far from a flawless game. We're gonna see the rotation complete as Toronto goes back to wine cellar, snowmobile garage. Let's see if they can do something differently, or if Ottawa, I mean, looking at a Chalet, it just looks like they're going to go through the garage door again.
Yeah, 100%. They brought the same. I think it's almost the same. Yeah, it is the same roster as the round one. So
for the Ottawa attack.
For the Ottawa attack.
Did they bring Chalet first round? I don't even remember.
I think so, unless I might be mistaken.
It was a Thermite. It was Thermite.
Thermite Thatcher.
But Thatcher's banned.
Am I tripping?
Yes. Yes.
I swear to God. Oh, they have the EMPs in the pocket, right?
Yeah, Osa. Yeah.
Oh my God, sorry. I apologize, chat. I complete apologize that I forgot Osa has EMPs.
Ottawa is going to look forward to tying the score here, if possible. Obviously, this is, I don't see a real sweep happening from either side, not until at least one of the sides cleans up their play a little bit. Play has been a little bit, I don't want to say sloppy. It's kind of been sloppy, though. Far too many mistakes from each side, but it's their first game, first day jitters. You know, it comes naturally. But again, Toronto, spread out all over the place. LG is going in for some counter bandit play, counter bandit tricking. Unbeknownst to him, I don't even think they're going from the main garage. No, they are not. They've surrendered the main garage. And oh yes, look at the positioning. It's looking like we're going for a wine cellar push. Toasters collects Haxie. Toaster. And I believe it's Spawn. I've been going back and forth on entry kills. Good start for them.
I want to see what this Cali's going to be used if they're going to surrender garage. I mean, you can hold the long angle from this garage.
I believe peeking from Chalet Big Garage into Garage Connector is probably one of the longest interior angles in the game. So I believe,
probably.
I think a Chalet isn't actually a bad pick, but they have to make sure to watch the flank because the alibi of Arabs is upstairs. But I think they're going to attempt to clear that first.
They did
surrendered.
Out, so
no, Arabs. Oh, he's going around for a long flank. He's going upstairs. He's going to go down into the trophy room. Munch collects Toasters. There goes the opening fragger, and we're equal on 4-4. We're going to keep an eye on that flank. And oh, Munch, he overpeaks hand. He overplays what he's got, and he's going to get down inside of Blue Hallway, and there's no Kona station to rescue him. I don't even know if Ottawa knows he's down. LG, he takes out Spawn.
Arab on the big flank here.
That's right, Arab. This could be a big one. He will find Gallium. He whiffs his shots, though, but he makes up the next ones. Gallium falls, and Toronto's given themselves quite a big gap. But Toronto's looking a little bit worse for wear health-wise. But Thunderbird Kona stations are going to fix that. Oh, Arabs! He doesn't even know what angle he just created with that impact. He's going to reload. He's going to retreat
Got
upstairs. The
out.
time he is burning right now is absolutely critical to their defense. There's 40 seconds on the clock, and Stampy and Wolf are still focused on clearing him out. Wolf has pushed up, and Stampy's gone down to blue. Stampy's going to get peeked by
Oh,
Munch. He peeks just enough. No overpeak this time. And it's a 4v1 situation for Wolf on the Yana with the G3.
4v1, 20 to go.
Multiple angles. He hits the head of LG. Is the Thunderbird gonna overpeak their hand? AO waiting in the tight left corner.
10 seconds to go.
13
Case
bullets left
mod
of
in
that
his
magazine.
hand.
He pre-peeks it. He doesn't peek in the right place. AO takes it. Toronto goes up 3-1. 2 rounds left in the half. So far, Wine Cellar has been a bit of a bastion for the Toronto defense.
I was gonna say, I think it goes. It's not even going down to first bloods like the last time we played Chalet.
Yeah.
It's just, it's a very, it's a good, it's like a boxing match right now. It's pretty much going back and forth. I know the rounds are 3-1. It's not tied, but it's pretty much you get a kill, I get a kill, and then it just comes down to who can pretty much get through that line of defense that Toronto's creating. But it seems like they're bringing the Cali again for the Office Master if they don't switch off.
Gonna be
and then,
playing Treehouse or whatever it's called. Observation. What that
Yeah,
thing called?
I don't, the big wooden.
Yeah, we
sniper
know what
tower
it is.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It probably has an official name, but who knows what that's called, because I'm not that studious on Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, to be honest.
Being defused by attackers.
I'm confident they'll switch off the Cali. I just don't see a reason they'd bring it particularly. I think right now Ottawa's attack composition is off. They brought no operators capable of roam clearing or map control, so they had no way. They didn't even bring a flank. Did they bring Nomad last round?
Last round they did. They did.
They did bring a Nomad, but again, that's flank watch. That's not anti-roam. That's not roam hunting. They brought no one adequate enough to roam hunt, no operators adequate enough to regain map control or reveal positions of the roamers, and that just let Arabs have free reign over the Ottawa attack, and clearly his flanks were just absolutely devastating. Can't be allowed to happen again. Munch will go down early. I don't even know how he got down. Was it no, it can't have been a spawn peak. I think he just got down from below or something.
Yeah. But Gallium stayed on the Cali,
That's
so
interesting.
we will see
Oh.
the play here. And yep, there we go. What's it
Gazebo!
called? Gazebo.
Gazebo! Alright. Let's see.
Now we know.
What can this CSRX 300 do right here? With its one angle.
It's just gonna be. I wonder if he's gonna wait here for 2 minutes.
Oh! 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 Oh my! He takes the
There you
head!
go.
LG's head is no longer with us, folks.
And he
Mute
just put
has been
he just put
removed
both of
from
us-
the game.
He just made both of us look really bad.
He did.
Talking-
I was talking smack. I was.
Us telling him we shouldn't be playing the op on this side because it's not useful. He just takes that guy for a ride.
Yeah, LG. Buddy, not even for a ride. He just. LG's out. Like. He's been removed from the server. Like, his head's gone. It's just not there.
Right.
They can't have an open casket funeral for Mute anymore. Munch takes some heavy damage.
Actually, I think that's from the Cali.
Is it? No way. The Cali's. Oh, it is.
Yeah, it was.
Oh
It
my
was.
goodness. Stampy's gonna get to work. Exothermic charge is going off. And are they gonna? Oh, it is successful. It does evade the Mute jammer because he put it right on the far left side of the wall, just out of range. Remember, folks, Mute is not always an adequate replacement for Bandit or Kaid. Kaid is available. I'm surprised I haven't seen him played yet, especially with Ottawa's tendency to hard breach.
Is Cali still there? Oh, no, she's on the move. She's on the move.
I mean, I'd hope so. There's 55 seconds left on the clock. AO will collect Toronto's first frag and takes out Spawn. If I'm Spawn, I'm pissed off. If I'm
With
Spawn, oh wait, sorry, I thought Haxie was the one who took out Spawn, like in the big garage, and if I was Nook, I'd be so mad, like why are you there? AO takes out Toasters, Wolf takes out Munch, Stampy takes out AO, Toronto, you're playing too fast and loose with that man advantage, Diffuser's not cold, Gallium's in position, Stampy just has to plant in the site of his choice. I think they're going to go for a B plant to play off of the Cali. Arabs is coming in. Can he have a trademark flank here? We're going to see. Is there any intel? Oh, they're both going to peek the same angle. Haxie knows where the diffuser is, but the diffuser's gone down, and it's too late. Wolf takes out Arabs. It's a 2v1 situation. Toronto will find themselves on the ropes, and Wolf comes around the corner just in time. Toronto drops around. Ottawa's 3-2. They're one away from giving us an equal half here on Chalet.
The chat's reacting to us figuring out what gazebo is called. It's a
gazebo. Goofy name, bro. Goofy name. Dub Snipe. There we go, chat. Yes, sir. Yeah. That I'll give it to you, Gallium. We'll put that on the TikTok. We'll put that on the. What will the caption even be? It would be like, player embarrasses casters. But yeah, that's the first. I think that's the first sniper rifle kill of the Hyper series. I think.
Any glass from day one?
No, that's different. I think like.
Oh, you mean just
specifically Cali? I think that's the first Cali snipe we've had for this season. So there you go, Gallium. You get the honor of having the first Cali snipe in Season 3 of the Rainbow Six Hyper Series. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Speaking of first kills, I had the first kill of Hyper Series history message me this week, and he wants a role in the server saying first ever kill.
Who is it? I don't remember.
It was the Baltimore Exotics.
How do they have the first kill ever? Did they even have the first kill?
It was D-Rubs, DX,
Oh, DX Rubs!
TTV, and it was on Coastline.
Okay.
And he was Bandit. And I'm just pulling up the thing right here.
How does he remember this?
The message. So where is it here?
How does he remember that?
I don't know. I asked him. I said, I don't know how you remember this, but he remembered because right here on Coastline, Exotic versus LA. I ran in and fried a bandit in Whitehall. D-Rubs TV. I was on Ash. There you go.
Great.
That's the first kill in Hyper Series history.
First kill.
Anybody that cares.
Okay. We'll come back to DX Rubs. That name does ring a bell now. Toronto, they've gone upstairs once again. Let's see what they can make happen here. I'm surprised there are no. I mean, obviously, I am a castle enjoyer. Okay, I am a castle enthusiast on this site. Everyone roasts my castle strat on this site, but it works most of the time. Munch gets opening frag. First time Toronto's got an opening frag in a couple rounds. He will collect spawn. Frags have been spread out across all teams so far. No standouts, I have to say. Pretty impressive or anti-impressive, depending on what you think.
Oh, I thought that was Vigil that got collected. I was gonna say that's a nice little angle, but nope.
Stampy goes down right after Toasters frags Arabs. Stampy, he is down inside of Library Small. Out comes Gridlock's Track Stingers to buy them some time to get their support player up. For a support player, Stampy is doing incredibly well with the tools that have been given to his operator. LG, AO, Munch, and Haxie are all that remains. Haxie's playing down below, most likely to deny the plant from Stampy, but Ottawa already knows they're going to be planting on a table should push come to shove. LG Solarium, AO playing right behind Piano Shield. What a power position we have. Munch on the roam, and Haxie all on the roam. Haxie, oh my god, are they going to meet in Big Garage or something again? No, I think Wolf will evade Haxie for now. Yeah. Haxie's playing the deepest roam I've seen in a long time as they move into position.
30 seconds to go.
Let's see if he gets it off properly. He does. Is he lagging? Is he gonna die to his own? Oh my god, that was that was way too close. We almost witnessed a man commit suicide. Oh no,
We
sorry.
we almost witnessed.
Watch a man take himself out with his own exothermic charge on
We
on
saw
the
the first
wall.
snipe. We would have seen the first
Suicide.
death by exothermic. Plants
Now,
going down.
Haxie's not down below. Haxie's in the right position, but Wolf is too. The Ottawa Raze tie up the first half. No one was watching the flank, and in comes Wolf to save the day for the Ottawa Raze. We're tied 3-3 going into the second half, folks.
3-3 at the split.
So far, Master Benjamin Office, not exactly what
It started
Toronto's
good.
looking
That started
for.
really good that round, but it came down to it in the end there. Chat's loving it. Chat's in this match and saying this is gonna be a close game. Oh yeah, chat's loving this one.
Battle for
Gonna
Ontario,
be a
folks.
barn burner, best match of the week. That's what we like to see.
Most competitive.
Yeah,
I don't
there
know.
we
We
go.
had an 8-7 last week, guys. I don't know if we could say most competitive just yet.
I think the problem was last week went until like 11:30
No
Eastern
one
or
was
11
watching
Eastern,
it.
right? We got 40 people in here for the Battle of Ontario, so
Amazing. Bro didn't watch us versus Aatrox. That's Scribbles from the Anchorage Avalanche. This is peak console pro league. So what we're trying to go for, Caleb. That is what we're trying to go for.
Locate and defuse bombs.
And boom, we are at bar. Okay, Ottawa's gone bar gaming for their first defense.
they
That
are
is
men of
bold.
culture.
That is
Men
bold
of culture.
and
Oh,
bold.
Thank you, Nocturnal, for the general snipe. We had the sniper. We
Amazing.
have that to post now. Thank you
Good,
very
good,
much.
good. We'll get the TikTok active in just a few days, folks. Or a few hours, maybe
Few hours.
tomorrow. Hyper Series highlights. We're looking for video editors and highlighters.
10 seconds left.
Apply in the Discord, and we'd be more than happy to bring you aboard to help us make weekly highlight
5
reels.
seconds left.
What is that therm? That therm is
Seconds to locate a bomb and defuse
good. I don't know, like
That was the lagging one.
it worked, didn't it?
It did. It did. He almost died to it, but it worked.
Yeah. Mutes on the wall. It's just out of range, Nocturnal. It's just out of range because he put it on the very far side of the wall where the jammer just doesn't reach. So looking at the setup, it is very, very similar to the Toronto Paradoxes. However, we're going to see the presence of a castle, which will be instrumental in cutting off some angles for the Ottawa Raze. Their defense is much, much less. Actually, no. You know what? I can't even say it's much, much less spread out. It's just as spread out as the Toronto Paradox,
Yeah.
which I guess is the way we're gonna see these teams play. Play on. How am I blank? Chalet. Oh my goodness.
Chalet.
Toasters. He is up there. It is a heavy, heavy upstairs presence. Everyone knows you have to hold library if you want any
my.
hope of holding
Oh.
bar gaming, and that is bold. Toasters, that is bold. You did just buy yourself some brownie
Yeah,
points and living, but that is bold.
Yeah. Very bold.
Toasters with the AUG A2 and a dream. He's going to pull back just very quickly, and he's going to reposition onto that Miro window. Arab's taking heavy damage. I don't know who he was peeking. Let's ride back on board with Toasters. A lot of manpower being expended to take this library hold. Toasters,
That's
you
a-
know exactly
that-
where
that
Buck
is
is.
a
He
position.
peeks. Oh! He brings Buck within an inch of his life. Munch is staring death in the face. He retreats back and he's going to attempt to reposition. No one in small of library. Toronto's attack is struggling here. I don't think they were prepared to attack a bar stock off the a bar gaming off the bat here on Chalet, and it's showing. Toasters engages the Iana of AO, who is on roam clear. It's 50 seconds left, and almost there's no map control on the side of Toronto at the moment. Doesn't bode well for their final stages of the attack. LG, he's peeking straight from coat check. The Legion, I am all over the place. What is wrong with me?
Oryx?
The Oryx takes some damage. Ottawa, very, very spread out. Stampy and Gallium, the only ones left on site. So the rest of the team dedicates manpower to the upstairs hold. Almost every member of Toronto's injured. Munch takes out Toasters. Munch gets down. It's a refrag after refrag. It's all down to Arabs in a 1v4 situation. 14 seconds on the clock. The Future's cold. Arabs collects Wolf. 1v3.
10 seconds left.
He's going to re-peek down below. He's going to jump the stairs. He's pushing into games, but there's a mirror window in the way. He makes sure to collect his kill. He wants to get his stats on the board. Gallium gets more stats on his board. Takes out Arabs. Shuts down the clutch attempt. It's 4-3. Ottawa leads for the first time this game. 3 in a row for the Raze.
The Toronto attack just stalled out upstairs in library. They saw it and then kind of just stopped there. I think you're right though. They just weren't ready for that push, but we'll see. They're going office now, master bedroom, so we'll see if that does the trick. And I didn't even look at the predictions. Oh, it was 60-40.
For
actually.
Toronto, Ottawa, or Ottawa, Toronto?
Yeah. Ottawa, Toronto.
Ottawa 60% to win, Toronto 40% to win?
Yes.
Considering the amount of Ottawa slander I've seen in the Discord, I'm surprised. I'm surprised. But we press on. This is one of the closer matches we've had, especially on Chalet. Obviously, we've been told attacking is favored on Chalet, so let's see if Toronto can make sure that narrative remains true as they're going to attack Master Bedroom Office, which so far this game has been underperforming, considering it's been lost more times than it's been won in the hands of Toronto on defense.
It's just been back and forth. What for Toronto won their first iteration at it, then they lost and they won it, then they lost it. I think was that it or no? They lost.
I think they won it and then lost it.
Mhm.
No, wait.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes. They won.
yeah.
So first blue crosshair, garage, master, lost bar, garage, lost master.
Yeah.
Yeah, So not performing up to standard this site. Let's see if Ottawa can turn the narrative and successfully defend it their first time.
Is that a Brava? Oh, that's a Brava, isn't it?
It is a Brava. We haven't seen much Brava coming out from any of the teams that played on day one, but we're going to see it here by the Toronto Paradox. So, Brava, if you're not clear, folks, is the brand new Brazilian operator added in Operation Commanding Force this past month. She can hack defender gadgets and turn them onto the side of the attackers. So what Brava can do here, Brava can turn ADSs against the defenders and stop impacts. Oh, that's unfortunate. Can stop. Oh no, that both one clutch drone's gone. Brava is about to become useless if this clutch drone doesn't survive. There we go. She can hack cameras. She can turn those mute jammers against them. Would a mute jammer prevent a nitro cell detonation?
I wonder. I don't know.
I've never actually tested that. I'm wondering if you plant on a mute jammer and they toss a smoke or a nitro cell on you, does it not go through?
I bet someone in chat definitely knows.
Chat, if you know, let us know, or I will go test that tonight, during our admin meeting, because I want to know. But Brava, I mean, she's been a item of contention, a topic of contention these past few weeks. Everyone who, oh my God, you have to, Ayo, you got a drone, buddy. He just got shotgunned by Spawn on the Frost. That puts an end to one of Brava's first rounds in Rainbow Six Hyper Series Season 3. She's gone. And the opening frag goes to the Ottawa Raze. But yes, everyone thought, people who didn't think the operator through really said Brava would be broken. I don't think that's the case at all. I think she's very much just fine.
Okay, this is the most absurd game in Hyper Series history.
Is it? I don't know. We've seen Hyperdimension Esports Raleigh and headshot coming out from Munch, collects Gallium, overplayed his head just a little bit. Let's ride on board the game and we'll finish what I was talking about after the round, because we're at 4-4 with 45 seconds on the clock, and we're about to see so many grenades and so much utility spent in the final pushes to get victory from the throes of the Ottawa Raze here on Master Bedroom. The Toronto Paradox so eagerly want to tie the game up, and they're even pulling out the I can't see, they can't see strategy right now. which is
Yeah,
a clear sign of
the
desperation. Arabs will go down. No, oh my
Super
goodness.
90.
Super 90
The Super
collects
90.
2. Spawn peek. Can he collect 3? He can't. But Toasters is right there to pick up the pieces. LG is the last one on entry. He's stuck in bathroom. He can't dislodge Toasters on the bomb chassis. The Ottawa Raze have opened up the gap to 2 rounds, and they're up 5-3 on Chalet. They've won 4 in a row. Can anyone stop the Raze train?
It's a Super 90.
The Super 90.
90.
This is, never mind, this is the most absurd game in Hyper Series history. And I've watched the Midwest Reapers play for a whole season. I watched the
no.
Midwest Reapers face Hyper, was it? No, who was it? Was it
Wow.
Hyperdimension Esports? I think it was. It was some other crap team on Cafe where I saw a guy, a sub named Young God, pull up and ace 3 rounds and clutch 4 of them for a 21 piece in his debut game in Hyper Series.
Yeah, and then A. Lucan just said, I'll just.
I'm gonna take that. That's my record.
Yeah,
now.
that's my record. You brought up Hyperdimension Esports Raleigh. You can't just bring that up and then not.
Attackers will locate
Part of
nothing.
Hyper Series lore.
That is a Hyper Series historic org. If Mist is in chat, he'll start.
Hyperdimension Esports Raleigh.
Oh boy. I can't believe a console Rainbow Six Siege League has lore.
Bro, people don't even remember. Like, I'm trying to think of like other historic games or moments. Toronto Paradox versus
the plain All-Star game from last year.
the plain All-Star game. The Toronto Paradox versus Las Vegas Sevens. No,
Previously
sorry.
known as the Istanbul Centaurs.
Versus the Istanbul Centaurs on Coastline, where one of the worst. Sorry, one of the most unexpected players drops 14 kills on Coastline. A man with a .5, .6
I have
KD.
no idea, but shout out Paradox Soups, my god.
Paradox Soups comes out of nowhere, plays the best siege of his life, refuses to
On Twitch.
elaborate, and is never heard from again. Ayo, Rev's gonna take heavy damage. Spawn takes out Arabs, but Munch refrags to 4v4. I don't think Toronto's a big fan of droning, ladies and gentlemen. Ottawa's got their number on entry, and right now it's not looking good for them. Ottawa is looking like they're in a strong position to put themselves on a match point T-Hunt vibes for real. No way, bro. Oh, you can't say that. This might... Chat is ruthless tonight. Oh my goodness.
Letting them have it.
Letting them have it. Hitting them where it hurts. Where is that JLH Blitz guy? He needs to be in Hyper Series. He needs a team. This is basically the title game. If this was the title game, I'd pull my sponsorship if I was Rogue Energy. Please don't do so, Rogue Energy. So they didn't bring any. They did bring EMPs, but Thermite was the opening frag. So that wall's nothing's getting opened up. There is no backup plan. I can't see. They can't see strategy working full effect. Ayo, shield going down.
Oh my God.
Munch collects Toaster, but Gallium Nitro's Munch. Stampy's the next to fall. All plant denial is off the board. Gallium with a flank coming out from blue hallway. Is anyone watching this? LG going for the plant right around the corner. Gallium looks the wrong way. It's turned into a 1v3 TCSG post-plant situation for Wolf on the Kaid. He's going to peek. He's not going to react in any semblance of the word. Toronto Paradox somehow pull that round out by walking in with smoke cover and an Osa shield, Talon 8 shield, and a Dream.
All right, so who is this? Who? Ducky, yeah, Ducky. This officially is the most absurd game in Hyper Series history.
What?
Wow. Wow.
I'm loving it. I'm
I
loving it. Don't sue me, McDonald's, but like I am loving it.
ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Oh, see, see now we're gonna get copyrighted, man. See, now I'm gonna have to explain why the McDonald's jingle was played during the Toronto Paradox Ottawa Raze Battle for Ontario game. We are at 46 viewers. I
We're at
just want to say
46
thank you.
viewers, we're
Welcome
almost done.
everybody to Rainbow Six Hyper Series Day 2. Toronto sold all their drones to pay for the roster.
They-
Chat, no, chat's too good tonight.
No, this game's
What?
a good. This has been good. This might go down as game of the year, and it's only the
Listen, I'm gonna be
third or fourth
honest.
game.
I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes, guys, I love the league. It is my brainchild. But sometimes it's boring to run it. But chat, you are not making it boring today. This has been one of the. I don't even care if that's not a word in English. This is one of the funnest games ever casted in Hyper Series. This is great. This is chat. Thank you so much. Okay, that's unfortunate. Toronto's lost a player. Timeout requested by blue team next round. So Toronto will be taking a tactical timeout at the next break.
They could join back though, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, good. I didn't say. Don't tell me we gotta
Where
rehost
is-
this.
Am I blind? Where is Toronto? Oh my God, I'm an idiot. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so the Toronto attackers, they've lost a player. They're gonna have to take this attack short-handed. Make sure no one's messaged for a rehost or something.
I don't. Nothing on my end.
Nothing on mine either. We are all good.
Well, it's a big round. It's a swing round here. 5-4, 6-4.
That's
instead
right.
of 5-5. This is a huge round. So if Toronto can pull this one out, man down. Actually, that is kind of normal Toronto. If Fatherless Skip is in the chat, I believe he was. I saw him earlier. He's used to jumping back in the game with his good internet. So yeah. So that's that. But
Let's see what AO is gonna do here on the Amaru. There's no frost, so there's no risk. Okay.
Oh boy. Oh,
Is he gonna get in
there's
there?
the
Is he gonna be in there by yesterday? He should have been in there by yesterday. He's up already in Solarium. AO on the entry. He's gonna hit him where it hurts. He gets the finger boost. He's going around. He's getting active. Spawn Peak's getting active. Everyone's getting active. Haxie is who's what? He's in the closet, guys. LG collects Spawn Peak. Where's the other person that's been shooting them this whole time? It's Toaster. Toaster retreats into office. He's gonna get lit up. He's down to about half. AO and LG have taken damage. It's a 4v2 for them. And they have a lot of utility stuck in their way and no way to burn it.
If Toronto's able to get a pick here within the next like 30 seconds, I think it's doable. But being a man down, especially with what they're faced with, is not very favorable.
Yep, there's an entire hold dedicated to keeping Toronto stuck because they can't open that castle barricade. They have no means of doing so except for meleeing it, folks. LG is playing a long angle. I believe Toaster's just retreated. No, Wolf retreated. Everyone's retreated. They've all fallen downstairs in sight. I don't know why. It appears Toronto would rather take this fight on home turf. So 45 on the clock. It's slowed down immensely, but Toronto doesn't have a choice in choosing the speed of their play right now. With two people, you can't make a risky attack short-handed. That almost always ends in disaster. AO knows someone's playing on that mirror window. He's going to pre-peek it with that G8A1. And LG has lobby control. He's going to begin to light him up. LG, are you okay, buddy? LG? Okay, so we're gonna have to give LG a minute, folks. He's okay. He's all right. But AO fell in the meantime. Toronto Paradox. He's gonna stat save, and they're gonna. Oh nope, they're not stat saving. Wolf collects LG. Toronto Paradox have requested a timeout, and we are going to get our first tactical timeout of the day. here.
Round
But for
11.
round 11, Toronto finds their backs against the wall. Now comes a blue team tactical timeout. They've got 45 seconds to talk things over before
Munch
we
is
move
back
on.
as well.
So let's take a look at the stats here. Stats-wise, losing Munch. Massive, massive loss last round, folks. And Ottawa has shown up. Their last-second pickups at the deadline have been instrumental. 9 and 10 combined for 19. The top two players. I'd say that is a rather big. That's a
Yeah,
pretty big stat.
losing Munch was a big loss there. But I mean, we'll see what we got. We're going master bedroom and office, and the Super 90s coming back out from Spawn Peak. It looks like in the frost. But I mean, I think it's.
Okay, I just wanted to make one thing clear. Spawn Peak is limpy. If any Hyper Series veterans remember Limpy, that's him. I think.
Oh, the OG Midwest Reaper.
I think it's him. Let me double check the Discord.
It is.
It is, right? Okay, good.
Yeah. It is.
So that's a Hyper Series veteran. He is the most veteran player in the league in this lobby right now. What a legend. I think he's from like Finland or something. He's Finnish or something. I don't remember. I think he told us, but I really don't. So we're going back to master bedroom, which obviously played in favor of the pair of. We're at 49. We're almost at 50.
And just so we know, chat, and there's another game, and it should be even better.
That's
than this.
right.
This one's good. That one should be even better.
The Montreal Invictus versus the Los Angeles Ascension follows this game immediately after, folks.
Yeah.
And that is a game comprised of Hyper Series veterans going toe-to-toe in a completely different iteration of Siege. So I'd stick around to watch that most definitely. So Toronto, it's do or die for them. Skittles, if you're the Paradox, what are you doing to salvage this game? Spawn Peek
Not
me,
bad.
he takes out Haxie.
Not bad.
Hard Breacher gone. 3 attack rounds in a row. The Hard Breacher has been the first operator to fall for the Toronto Paradox. Oh my, not a good sign. LG refrags and takes out Toasters. Toasters has been quite deadly for the Ottawa Raze. He's got 9 frags. It's 4-4. Health advantage, however, goes to Ottawa. Out come the drones from the Toronto Paradox. Arabs is getting into a gunfight with he runs out of ammo. It's bound to the pistol. Spawn Peak headshots Arabs. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Spawn Peak headshots I Love Arabs 69-420, just to be clear. It's a 4-3 man count lead for the Ottawa Raze. It's a 4-2 lead because they can't dislodge Spawn Peak. It's a 4-1 lead because Spawn Peak has a quad kill, but he's going to get shut down before he can collect the ace. It's down to LG in a 3v1 situation. He narrowly misses the head of the mute of Wolf. Wolf has pulled out the M590. He's going to quick peek. He's going to get shot in the back by Sam P. The Ottawa Raze close out this Chalet map and secure themselves 3 points. And they take their first win of the season and win the Battle of Ontario. They take Chalet 7-4.